So now, way back in the band days, of course, different people, different musicians. Anyway, we had this guy. His name was Al Vendetti. God rest his soul. Anyway, he was a big guy, bass player, but he had this. When he got excited, he was one of these guys that had this like thing that would happen, and all of a sudden, if he was getting excited, his arm would shoot out, go like this, just like a reflex. And he had this. His wife, her name was Flossie, and she was a big woman, and she was bleach blonde. So we're sitting around in the afternoon one day, and you know, of course, nothing to do. You know, smoke a doop, this, that. Of course, you know, we're bored, drinking, and of course, what happens? They decide that they're going to do something, you know, and the singer gets the idea, and of course, you know, they're talking, and there used to be this restaurant we used to go to after the gig. And of course, in these gigs, we were there like a week at a time. So every night we go to the restaurant. This is an Italian restaurant, and what he did that night, what those guys did that night was totally unfucking believable. They cleared it all out. Well, let me tell you what happened. So, what they put together was that the singer would go into the restaurant with Al's wife, Flossie, and he said to us, "You guys go to the back table and just don't laugh." So anyway, Frank had a nice white shirt on, black slacks, and they're at the table. And then Al was supposed to come in and catch him with his wife. So, you know, okay. So we're at the back, and we're sort of, you know, watching, and we ordered our food, and you know, the place is busy. You know, it was Italian food, pizzas and stuff like that, right? Of course, I get a fucking phone call. Anyway, and it was a suspected spam call too, motherfucker. So anyway, all of a sudden the door burst open, and I mean, Al, instead of walking in, he kicked the door. Door opens. Everybody in the restaurant stops. There's this big mountain of a man standing there going like this. Then he goes, "You!" And he walks up to the table where Frank and his wife is, Flossie, and all of a sudden he gives her a backhander. Pow! So she was kind of shocked because she didn't expect it. So of course, everybody's like, just looking. Then Frank stands up and they start pushing each other. "You're with my wife and this and that. You're my friend. And could you do this to me? Blah, blah, blah." Frank, in the meantime, had ketchup on his hand. And Al turns around. He says, "Outside." And halfway to the door, Al decides to turn around. He says, "No." He says, "Fuck it, I'll do it here." And he pulls out a fucking blank gun, and he shoots Frank. Bang! And Frank, with the ketchup on his hand, goes on his white shirt like this and falls down. Well, holy fuck. People running out, pizzas flying, everybody's running out the fucking door. The owner come out of the kitchen with a real gun. He was going to shoot Al for shooting Frank. Frank goes, "No, it's a fucking joke." They had to put an apology in the paper because the police showed up. They thought somebody got fucking murdered. Yeah, unfucking believable. True story.